All right, this is gonna be the second video I do of this series. I do want to preface by saying this because I didn't say this last time. There's 100 million ways to lead a horse to water. So some other people might think of things a certain way, and I may be saying things a different way. I'm just going by how I learned and how I've been doing it for the past four servers. So this one's gonna be about martial guard specifically because I know we're about 50-50 split on the United States slash Canada slash Brazil, and then Europeans in the Middle East. So, we're going to go ahead and try to rotate those times. We're going to try it. So this next time, Martial Guard is going to be at 1600 server time. Everybody saw the announcement. So without further ado, kind of get into it. First and foremost, you earn wrenches doing daily tasks. This is Martial Guard here. You just want to donate your wrenches here. I obviously donated mine already. That's going to increase the damage, but we shouldn't have any problems with that. Not to mention you do get some alliance points from that. So anyway, define martial guard event. You're going to click on the alliance, and you're going to go to alliance events here, and there's going to be the alliance exercise. All right, so what I was talking about in the picture is the entire thing with this button right here, this offline participation. What this does is, if you're not logged on, it will automatically send your first squad to a rally. Now, this only works if the rally time when you're rallying the martial guard drops to 20 seconds. So it's very, very, very important for a few things to happen here. With all the people that are online, first and foremost, every single person should be running rallies. Every single person. I don't care if you're, 5 million BP, 20 million BP. Everybody should be close to the martial guard, not running rallies on anything else, no doom leads, stuff like that, right? Everybody should be opening a rally on martial guard. Now, you want to use your second march to open up rallies, okay? Now, here's the caveat to that. If you go over here and you click on the martial guard, again, this is just ended, so this will look a little bit different when it refreshes after the cooldown. Go to this little present here, right? So you have alliance rewards, you have individual rewards. Alliance rewards is when you'll see this little bar go up, excuse me, this little bar here. It'll be like, say, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Once that gets maxed out, our alliance rewards can be achieved. And then you have individual rewards. And if you go over here, you can see the reward tier over here. Once you get to the minimum, and this will change depending on what level we choose. Next level will be level 4, I believe. Excuse me. As long as you meet this threshold under the individual rewards, and as long as the alliance is maxed out, it'll say there'll be like a little 5 of the martial guard, and this bar will be completely full. You're technically done unless you're going for top spot, because there is an MVP bonus. This is the bonus that gives you times 10 rewards, right? So unless you're going for that top spot, that's one thing. But for the most part, most people aren't going to be going for that number 1 spot. So this is what you do. After you get your individual tier rewards, again, you can check this as you're going, your current damage and then the max to achieve, right? What you're going to do is this. You're going to, and I can't start a rally on the martial guard right now, but what I can do is this. You can go over here. We'll say this is the martial guard. Do a nice rally. I'm not going to use my first march because I have 1,569 troops going, right? If I do that, I'm probably losing, I don't know, maybe 80, 100 troops every hit. Instead, to alleviate that, you're going to go in and delete the march and just pick one of your very lowest troops, right? Now what's going to happen is this. Look, you're only sending 111 troops. Now, are you going to be doing damage? No, that's not the point of this. The point of this is to continuously run the rallies, and that'll allow everybody who's offline to join, right? So again, after you reach your individual rewards, and we already maxed out the alliance rewards, continuously run rallies with one hero, right? With one hero. I'm sending 111, give or take. Some people might be a little bit different, but that means maybe every hit that I'm hitting, I'm maybe losing 3 troops, 4 troops, something like that, right? Now, here's another caveat to this, right? During martial guard, as you're going through, and let's say we just started it, right? I'm online, whatever. I you want to start your rallies. You want to start your rallies with your second march, and you want to use your first march to send to other rallies. The reason is that you're able to cycle your first march through a lot quicker than waiting the 3-minute cooldown every time, if that makes sense. So what I normally do, this is how I run things. The very first rally, what I'll do is I will run my first march as the rally leader. Okay. I will not add my second, third, fourth march to anybody else. I only use 2 marches during this event personally. What I will do is after that first rally is done and my squad comes back, I will then send my first squad to the staggered most recent or the closest to countdown, if you will, march that's available, which will always be at the top of the screen. Okay. The rally that is what's the word I'm looking for? The rally that is closest to launching will always be at the top of the screen. When I do that, that opens up my second march, and then in which case I will go ahead and start a rally with my second march. I hope that makes sense to everybody. There will be obviously staggers to the times. That's why I say that. But after I'm done with that, I get my individual rewards. Say I'm not going for first place. We got our alliance rewards knocked out because we're so strong. We got to level 5. What I will then do is, again, what I just showed you, I would go through and I would change my march to 1 hero and then continuously start rallies. Okay. Now during this time, it is very super important. Very super important. You don't clutter other rallies with your second, third, fourth march. Do not do that. First and foremost, they are at this point in the game, they're getting almost 0 damage. Almost 0. Secondly, what you're doing is you're taking spots away from the offliners. Okay. So this is a team effort. We're trying to make sure everybody can be accommodated with these 2 times, Europeans, Middle Easterns, and then us in the Western side of the world. And then we do have some Asian countries sprinkled in. So this is how we're going to have to alleviate that. Now, here's a good example of how this worked last time. I'll go ahead and show that. First and foremost, I need to point out, last time, yesterday's Martial Guard, we had it 0030. There was only 30 people online, okay? So let me go ahead and point this out, how this actually works in real time. You click on Alliance, or you click on Mail, you click on Event. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You go to, is it Alliance? Yeah, you go to Alliance. And if you go down your Mail, you can actually see past Martial Guards. It's called it Alliance Exercise. So you have the Alliance rewards, individual rewards, right? I'm concerned about showing the Alliance rewards right now. Okay, so here. So what we have here is we have 1, obviously, on how everybody placed, right? If you scroll all the way down, anybody on this list who got any kind of points, right? As you can see, we had 79 participants. 79 participants this past Martial Guard. Now, this could be attributed a little bit to the time, but it's also, I think, more so contributed to the messages we're sending out about offline participation, about us continuously starting rallies. I kept putting that in the AC. I saw people, stepping up and starting those rallies. That's the importance of that. Now, the Martial Guard before that, right, which was, I believe, 1600 server time. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, because I didn't really stress that too hard that past time. So let's go ahead and take a look at the participation here. If we go down to let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay. 2 days ago, yeah, because Martial Guard's every 2 days. The Alliance, right? Okay. If we scroll down here, look how many participants we have here. Now, again, this could be softly attributed to the time, maybe, but I think there was at this time, I remember checking the number of people that were online. There was 28. So realistically, there's only a difference of like 5 people online. But the difference is that we are also stressing the importance of continuously doing rallies, so that when these offline people are not here, and there's spots and let's say your rally gets down to 20 seconds left, it's going to auto rally that offliner with their main march, right, to that rally, and they're going to get points. I hope that makes sense. So here's a perfect example yesterday. of this happening, and to clarify that it is going to be your first march. Yesterday, Royal Venom did not participate in Martial Guard yesterday. She was offline. Okay. So because she had offline participation checked, and we were continuously running rallies, okay, she still got 600 million points because her main march was making those rallies that need to be filled. So it's really that easy, guys. This is a team event, and it really helps if we're able to continuously run rallies. But we also are aware that you will lose troops during this event. That's why I say after you get your rewards, and if you're not shooting for number 1 MVP, after you get your rewards and after we get the alliance maxed out, don't waste your troops. There's no point. There's 0 point to waste your troops. So just continuously run rallies with 1 hero. Okay. Also, one point that Enzo brought up, or Air, I think is his name now. If you're going to be offline and you know that Martial Guard's coming up and you're going to be sleeping or at work or whatever the case may be, make sure at least, at very minimum, your main march is at home at your base. You don't want to have all your marches gathering. Make sure at least that first march is at home so that you can join automatically to a rally. Okay, that was a very good point. Wouldn't even thought about it. Very good point on Enzo's point. Also, just make sure it's home, because you could be reinforcing somebody, you could be in a city, etc., etc. Just make sure your main march is home. Okay. Let me do one last thing here with this. I just had something. I'm kind of brain farting right now. What was it? I think that was about it. I'm sure I'm probably missing something. And by the way, I'm just going to post this as is. I'm not going to edit or anything, so forgive me for the brain farts, but it is what it is. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out. The balancing the Martial Guard in these new servers with no region lock, having international players in every alliance, it's really hard, and we're really trying our best to accommodate everybody. We understand it's frustrating, right? But at least this can at least make sure everybody gets the rewards. Oh, that's it. That's the last thing. The older players have been around for a while know this already. Newer players, this is for you. When we are going through Martial Guard, even if you have your individual rewards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, do not rally Doomwalkers, do not rally Saddlemans, do not rally anything else, because people will start getting stuck in those rallies instead of actually going to where they want to go, which is Martial Guard. So please help with that as well. Not to mention also, if the offliners have auto join rallies on, you could be taking their main march to do like a Doomwalker, or not a Doomwalker, but a Doom Elite or something to that effect, right? So let's make sure that we are only focusing on Martial Guard for that 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes is over, you can do whatever you want, but at least for that time period, please keep that in mind. Anything else, you guys are more than welcome to contact me, another R4. We have a lot of experience up there. We're kind of obviously a little busy and stuff right now with trying to unite the server, et cetera, whatever. But you guys can always reach out. Just give us a minute to answer, and we'll get it addressed. But I appreciate everybody growing. I appreciate everybody's hard work, and I really do have a good feeling about the climate of this alliance. I think everybody is pretty freaking awesome. So I'm excited for the future and how we're going to progress into the future. So thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.